I want to make it known that my point has always been to be elevating Black voices, people of color voices, not my own. This is not about me. I know I'm being discredited because the details are slightly different from what I originally posted, but I posted what my son saw. What my son saw happen to his neighbor, whom he loves. My neighbor raising a grandbaby at home had to go through this. My son saw it. I passed on what I heard from my son. I don't care if it matches the details. The point is, my neighbor was called a word I will not say, and then he was punched, and he has a freaking tooth dangling out his mouth. So how are you going to tell me that it doesn't matter, that it wasn't assault? It was assault. I don't care if they know each other. I don't care that this guy rides around my neighborhood and harasses people all the time.
They won't even take the report.
Harasses people all the time in my neighborhood. Threatens to punch people, yells at kids, calls people the N-word and greenhorn. But no, hey, he's a neighborhood character, so let's leave him. I've gotten pressure from the mayor. I've gotten pressure from political wannabes in my neighborhood to stop. This is not about the good cops. This is about any cop who does not take this shit seriously.
Say it. Tell it.
I already had to call about somebody taking pictures of my kids in their bathing suits, and the cops did not want to hear it. They pulled in 3 more cops to have me tell my story to make sure I told it right, and I did every time, and they still didn't do it. So if they're not listening to me, I know they're not listening to my brother Terry. And this cannot happen on my watch. I am raising children who did not even know that word existed. And as soon as he heard it, he knew it wasn't right. He knew it was with hate.
I know that's right.
And there are a lot of moms like me raising kids to love everybody. We got multiracial kids all over the world, everywhere, in my children's classes, in my neighborhood, in my pool. So don't you tell me we don't have a problem, because if these little kids know, then we have a problem. So again, my point is not for you to hear me. My point is to elevate the voices of those who need to be heard. But if I hadn't told these people, nothing would have ever been done, and my neighbor would still be just sitting there being upset and feeling like nobody's there for him. It's not gonna happen, not on my watch, not in my town, not in my neighborhood, not in my state, and not in my country. We are not doing that here. We are not doing that here.
Not today, not ever.
Not today, not ever. It is over.
We won't accept it.
I grew up in Texas, where racism is the big jam. But I had parents who taught me that that was unacceptable. And that is changing more and more down there. It is changing more and more everywhere. But we got to keep going. We have to keep teaching our kids the right way. I'm homeschooling this year because I can't. And I don't want to homeschool, but I've chosen for my kids to take African American history because it's important. We have to teach this stuff, the stuff that is not taught in school. I grew up in Texas where Juneteenth originated and wasn't taught about it. I only knew because my friends took me to the picnic. Yes, I went to the picnic. So you got to teach. It takes time. It's uncomfortable. I'm not super comfortable. My voice is shaking. I'm in my little white suburban dress, but it's not about being uncomfortable. It's not about me being comfortable here. It's about everybody's uncomfortability, and you do it once and then you feel better. But you can't just keep sitting down and typing stuff on Facebook and on Twitter and making TikTok videos being mad about it. You got to show up. You got to stand up. Stand up for your neighbors, your friends, your children's friends, your people. You have to stand up and say something, because this cannot keep happening. It can't. And Black people are being blown off. How many people are going to see the video of these guys speaking such powerful words and blow them off? But you'll listen to me because I got on this stupid paisley dress and because I'm white? No, listen to them. Because they're the ones who are going through it, not me. Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Thank you for your great. Good.